three major themes in this week's Parsha, Pinchas. Last week's portion we left off that Pinchas had killed two people who were desecrating God's name publicly, and in this week's portion is given the reward of becoming a Kohen. This is immediately followed by the next and final census in the book of Numbers, and then we conclude with the portion dealing with the Musaf Karbonis, the additional sacrifices which were offered in the temple. Where is the connection between these three things? And specifically, as the Lubavitch Rebbe used to say, if it's in Parshas Pinchas, it has to have something to do with Pinchas. Pinchas was not originally born a Kohen, but had to earn it. The only person who met that status. He had to do something more. He had to achieve a level of deserving to be of the status to serve God. The counting, as it is described, is Se'u es Rosh, which means not just to count each individual, but the word Se'u means to uplift, to raise, and that this census was for the purpose of raising the Jewish people to know who was going to inherit what part of the land of Israel. And then finally, these sacrifices specifically, even though most of the sacrifices are talked about in the book of Leviticus, are the additional sacrifices. Once when we think we've done enough, comes along now the additional sacrifices and says and maintains, you have to do that little bit more. And so indeed, these all three ideas fit into the portion of Pinchas. Because Pinchas did just that little bit more, that put him over the top. So to us, every day we're expected to serve God to the utmost of our abilities. But at the end of the day, before we go to sleep, and we're thinking over the course of our day, we're looking at the way we did things, we have to come up with a conclusion, but tomorrow I think I need to do a little bit more. For the YouParsha, I'm Herschel Finman.